Hey guys, Keyvan here. I just wanted to record a video with better audio, better video, and explain stuff a little bit more. And this time we're going to do it with world buffs and just buffs in general. They are not needed by any means, but fuck it. For speed, why not? Use my gear. You want to be able to see it, feel free to pause. I run Regenerate, Ice Lance, and Living Flame. The reason we do Ice Lance is it's more mana efficient for pulling, and then you don't accidentally kill stuff with Living Flame or Living Bomb out of the boosties XP range. Because ideally you want the boosties to be able to full AFK. So there, we're going to jump and Frost Nova. Jumping increases the range of Frost Nova, or radius of Frost Nova, like 1.5 times. We'll jump on this corner. The mobs stopped running when we were there. That makes it so that we're not taking unnecessary damage. We'll target the Trog behind us, and as soon as we see Trogs running here, we'll pull. And then we're just kind of vibing, waiting for them to come close. Once they come close, we'll jump down, we'll blink, and really we're just trying not to take much damage, and then we'll jump, Frost Nova, and we're gonna end up pulling the really far Trogs this time. Actually, nah. You can just use a health pot there if you want to. You loot them off the mobs anyways. Here we're gonna want to target a Trog. They're a melee mob, you don't want to use it on a Shaman. We'll beacon, Living Flame, back into this corner, and ideally you want this mob to run to the side like he is. That's the guy we have targeted. See how he's spreading the flame to all 50 people? Which guarantees there's a lot more damage going out, a lot more healing. It's just a lot better. Is not the most gas. This is unfortunate. I'm just gonna Evo. I don't need it for the second pull. Definitely not required. One thing I want to stress about the second pull. If you're very good at naturally grouping the mobs, like you did Mara and shit like that back in the day, or your name's Ampy, you're probably going to die to batched melees. It's very counterintuitive if you've boosted in the past, because ideally you want to group them as best you can. You just want them pixel grouped or stacked. But in this, it'll kill you. If 40 mobs are all meleeing you in the same batch second, you're not going to heal, and you're just going to die. And then with world buff, you can save a lot of mana, because you don't have to blink on cooldown. Without world buff, you do, fortunately. Here, we'll just pull stuff. You can pull stuff through the wall right there. Pretty good. I'm not even going to stop in Living Flame. Ampy was the one that suggested that. It makes no sense. If you're just good at grouping anyways, you really just don't need to. Pull that far stuff. It'll socially aggro the other stuff. Pull more stuff there. Now, blink timings and stuff are the most important thing of any boost. And here's when I use my blink. I won't use it until I get up to the second to the top platform, and then I'll use it here so I don't body pull that cultist. Then I'll target that far cultist, pull him, and everything there on that platform will get socially aggroed, and blink will be guaranteed up for the drop. So, we'll pull Baz, we'll drop. Now here is where you would normally Evo. I'm not that worried about it. I'll probably, hopefully, resist a lot of mobs and get a lot of mana back here. So I'm gonna pull this stuff, drop into the pit, re-beacon, Living Flame, back up, and I'll tap S key, pause, S key, pause. And that kind of inches them, and it stops the batching of melees. Now here, I'll actually jump, I'll blink and jump out a bit early You don't want them too grouped, and you don't want them to die to that living flame. Boosties will not get experience there at all. And then another thing with the world buff, we're going to do the routing a bit different, and it guarantees a very good living flame target because that's the most important thing of this boost. So here we'll cut back into the boss room, and that guarantees that he is the first mob. So he's going to be my living flame target. And then this last pull, my biggest thing I have to worry about is just manipulating him so that my living flame gets spread and hits as many mobs as possible. So same thing that we're gonna do. Beacon, living flame when he's like halfway up, pop a fast, and then back up on this like little ledge. And then see how he kind of goes to the right and then go forward because he'll do like a knockup. Spam AoE, or spam AE as much as possible. Just give it gas. So since he was the living flame target, he should have the highest health, and that allows us to just get off more AEs, spam it to our heart's content, everything dies, 5 minutes, 30 seconds, you can do it a bit faster if you really want to. And then this mob, I'm going to show you a little trick. If you don't kill all the mobs, drop into this little pit. Go back here, you'll see all the mobs will come in here like this, and then you can just jump out here and watch them. They'll go all the way back. If you need more mana and there's casters alive, just sit here, soak some casts, you're chilling. Completely fine. And then you can go do the circuit, come back around, drop down, kill it, whatever. But I mean, I already have Living Flame back up. Let's just use it. But yeah, that's the boost. In terms of experience gained, the best experience is not a solo boost. And what I mean is me plus one boosty. The best thing is 3 people. That activates group bonus experience, gives them a lot more experience. You'll get around 6k at level 10. This goes up to 9k by like level 14, 15, and then it starts to drop off a little bit more. But yeah, it's very fast. Very good, very cozy. You can do this all in one pull. It's just not as cozy, not as brain off. It's just not fun. And then the previous video, I would run to the lava and log off. And sometimes if you messed it up, you drop into the lava and die, which that's no fun. So the new tech, where we kill them, you just kind of hang off the edge a little bit, log out, and when you log back in, you'll be at the front. Another question I got a lot, another question I got a lot was my weak aura that's showing how many targets are being hit by my Living Flame. I'll post that in the video description. And one other question is, how am I resetting the instance with a macro? The macro in question is this, /script, reset instance, bracket, parenthesis, and then, yeah, you can find this online. And then it just does a raid warning if you set it to raid, etc. I hope that was a lot better. I hope the audio quality was a lot better and it wasn't terrible. And if you need to vendor, you can just vendor out here. If you need to repair, there's a repair guy over to the right. Yeah, I hope that's a lot better. Another thing I want to say is thank you for following. And pay attention, because soon we have Wailing Caverns boost going. The fastest run I've done is about 14 minutes. It's not consistent enough yet. I've been streaming some of these runs on Twitch. It's around 100 mobs, between like 8k to 11k experience or something like that if I do it properly, and you kill Cobron, so you get leggings, belt, etc. It's a lot harder. It's definitely not as easy as Ragefire. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and thank you very much for Sarth for giving me a shout out and helping me with my audio quality for my recording and my video quality. And Ampy, thank you very much. You got me a lot of follows the last few days, man. I appreciate you. Taiwan, you're the GOAT for both RFC and Wailing Caverns. Thank you. Pastouw, I love you. I just wish your boost at the end gave experience for boosties at the very beginning. So I modified that a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, thanks again. You guys are awesome. Bye.